Hello, everyone. On behalf of the Special Program on Immunizations of the Pan American Health Organization, welcome to this video to explain the installation and use of the Measles and Rubella Risk Analysis Tool, No Outbreaks version. I am Rafael Leon. Together with Dan Alvarez, we will be the tutors for this video. In this module, we will learn how to evaluate the quality of the data compiled in the Excel spreadsheet in order to be sure about our calculated risk. To this end, we have an example of the file country data, docs Excel SX. It is important for this file to have the same name because the R software, in order to find the file, needs to have the same name. If we change the name in any way, for example, by calling it country data final, the software will not be able to find it. It is very important for the file to have the exact name country underscore data and that it be in an Excel format. The example that we have has already been filled in with data from Belize. The first step then is to save the file in the data folder that was inside our SRC or source folder. Let's post the file in this directory and replace the sample file that the tool comes with and go on to RStudio once again. The second step is to open the QA.R file, which we will execute by clicking the Run App button. This program will analyze the quality of our data and produce a report, which will automatically open in a new window. In this window, we can click on the button Download Report in order to have the report on our computer. In this case, the example file that we use does not have any errors, but if it did, you would see a window like it's going to be shown following this. We see that you can open a window with the title QA Incorrecto and an X in a red circle. This means that there are mistakes in our Excel file and that therefore we need to review and correct those mistakes before conducting the risk analysis. In order to see what those errors are, we click on the Download Report button, which will open up a dialog box asking us where we want to save the report. We need to select a folder that we can remember and then save it. When we open it, we'll see a Word document like the one shown on screen. The data quality report has the following structure. First, it reviews the maps or shapefiles. And for this, it will indicate whether all of the shapefiles or vectoral forms placed on the tool correspond to the total number of municipalities that we have on the Excel spreadsheet, and if all of the geocodes and names are complete. Next, it reviews the country data posted in the Excel file country data. Some of the errors that are identified may be related to missing data by column or file, merged cell errors, validity of geocodes regarding the maps, type of data by column, either numerical, date, text, or other. And finally, check to make sure whether the country's flag was properly uploaded to the tool. Next, we are going to show you some examples of error using fictitious data for Belize. In this slide, we show you mistakes related to missing data. The first mistake is showed in the table titled Population and Area Data. This corresponds to sheet 2 of the Excel file. This table indicates that 5 pieces of data are missing for the subnational variable. This error occurred because under the subnational level column, these cells for Belize have been merged, or not every cell is not filled in. The second error is shown in this table, which indicates the lines that have missing data. In this case, it's for the municipalities indicated here that do not have their, for Cayo and Corozal, do not have all of the population data. Other errors are related to the format of the data. On this table, we see that in line 6, there is a discrepancy between the geocode for the map of Belize and what is uploaded in the Excel spreadsheet. We observe that the geocode BLZ.5 underscore 10,000. However, the previous geocodes only have one digit after the underscore. For example, BL 7.1 and BL 7 1 underscore 1, BLZ 2 underscore 1, etc. The next table shows us the non-numerical data for the variable of total population. We see that letters have been uploaded under total population and area per square kilometer of the municipality. As we had said previously, these variables must be numerical. Finally, in this slide, we show the more common errors detected in inputting the case-to-case data. For example, the date of birth is later than the date of onset of rash. There also may be cases in which the date of onset of rash is a date after the date of sampling. These are inconsistent by date because one cannot have the onset of rash before they are born, nor can we obtain a sample from someone who has not yet had a rash. We can also see cases that have problems in terms of vaccination status and number of doses. For example, if the vaccination status is yes, vaccinated, then we should have the number of dose. It should be 1, 2, 3, more than 3, or unknown. It should not be ineligible as appears on screen here. If the vaccination status is no, as in the next row, the number of doses must be 0. If the vaccination status is unknown, then the number of doses should also be unknown. If the vaccination status is ineligible, then the number of doses should also be ineligible. As you have seen in this data quality report, there will always be an initial summary table that looks for the rows with missing data. There will also be summary tables specific to each column to indicate the exact row in which the error is found or the missing data in the Excel form. The data quality process is iterative. You should run the QA.R program to find the errors. Then you should correct those on the Excel spreadsheet, making sure that you save the file with the changes each time. Then you can run the same QA.R program. Each time, the report will be more cleaned up. Once you get to the point that there are no further errors, or if they are because certain optional information is not filled in, then you can go on to the next and final step, which is to execute the tool to generate your final report. This is the end of Module 6. If you have any questions or comments, please send an email to vpdrisktool@pajo.org, and we will respond as soon as possible, generally within 24 hours. See you next time.